Are you recording right now?
No.
Welcome to the East Carter High School podcast.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, I should probably get the door.
Oh yeah.
Get the door.
Get the door, dude.
I'm sorry.
Make sure the recording signs up.
I will make sure.
I think it's already up. I don't think you need
It's
to.
already done, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Make sure.
What is
This guy, dude?
what a freaking
I know.
bimbo?
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah, you can. Dude, this is why I wanted you to host.
Can I say bimbo?
No, this is why I wanted you to host. Oh hey, what's up?
No, hey,
No.
but
What's up?
I warmed it up for you.
So
It is still cold.
It's very cold in
it
here.
is.
Thankfully,
It
I'm
is
alone.
actually frigid.
Yeah, it's so cold. Why is it so cold?
Welcome to the East Carter High School podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Who are you?
Who am I? My name is Austin Wright. I am the host and/or editor of this podcast.
And I'm a mysterious stranger.
He's Jayce Helton,
Yeah.
co-host.
Yeah.
And then we have
I'm
our guest and assistant editor, hopefully maybe in the future, Connor Lynn.
Thank you. No, I'm not too interesting. I am the pre-pharmacy representative at the student council here, and I take a bunch of dual credit classes. I'm really not that cool.
Well,
Compared to us, who I take two college classes, and that's about it. I feel like it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think it's pretty impressive. I want to take one.
Do you know what I can say? My schedule was 2 pages long. I think I have
2 pages long.
the schedule.
You
Show it.
cannot be for real right now.
Schedule. 2 pages long.
It actually is 2 pages
2
long.
pages
He's got
Also,
long.
2 pages.
2 pages.
That is insanity.
Yeah.
Can
That's
we
how many classes?
can we all appreciate Jayce's laugh? His real laugh.
It's beautiful, really.
It really is. It is like majestic in a way. Anyways, today I'm gonna be honest. I think we're talking about student council stuff, right?
Yeah, since I'm here, I think that'd make the most sense.
Yeah, and I would like for you to explain to me and everyone else, because I have no idea what the student council does, what each roles does, what you do.
Okay.
You know, just around the school.
So the roles thing is unfortunate, really. The original plan was that you'd have like specific departments that worked on specific parts of the schools that they represent, but the titles, like on the pre-pharmacy representative, there's a pre-nursing representative, they don't really mean much. We generally work together, though we created committees where you have the mental health committee, you have like physical health committee, and student culture committee. And then within those 3 committees, students line and then they work on specific problems. And then there are other bigger stuff that we do as like a whole class. Like right now, I don't know how much I'm supposed to or allowed to reveal, but we're working on dress code policy, right?
Oh, wait. Is this something you're actually working on?
Mm-hmm.
Please don't ban Aggie clothes.
Okay.
I don't.
You're getting an insider scoop
Please
on
don't
some
ban
Okay.
clothes.
premium.
So the general idea, because we've had Miss Braun and Miss Moore come in to talk with us with their proposed new dress code, and the gist is that it's a lot simpler, so it's easier to enforce, and there's
So-
smaller stuff.
So you can't make like absurd excuses on why you're breaking the dress code, like, oh,
Right.
yeah.
So you know how you're not allowed to wear slippers?
Yes.
You know how sandals are basically just slippers? So people could wear sandals, but not
Let's
slippers.
say those sandals must slip.
Right. So now they're allowing you to wear slippers and sandals.
Okay.
Yeah, that's generally you can have those now. But there's some stuff that we can't change for safety. Like we can't allow blankets because they conceal you. Same with hood. You can't have a hood over in the hallway to hide your identity. Same
Well-
with the blanket. You can conceal stuff from the cameras.
True, yeah.
So there's some
I
stuff.
don't think
that's
of a
off
blanket
limits.
in that way. I just thought of a blanket to bring to school, so I could, like, if it's like the end of the school year, I'm not really doing much. I'm just,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
after
I think
class period.
simple problem, simple solution, just like wear a jacket.
Yeah, simply wear more clothing.
It's a different experience. You got like yourself wrapped in.
Well, yeah, but you're also in a public environment. Like if I were to go on like the public bus, I wouldn't bring a blanket, wrap up, and go to bed.
Right, yeah, that's true. And like the school environment, you're supposed to be active and listening. So
yeah,
it's,
I understand, especially public schools, and especially as Carter is a more casual, open school. But I feel like schools should be practicing workplace environments, because I've recently got a job, and I feel like he works there too. Yeah.
I've had a job longer than
And
these
he's a nerd. He works at that one place that shall not be named, because I don't know if we can get sued, because this is going to be on the internet. So.
I work at the Golden Arch.
Well, you're allowed to talk about
the Golden Arch.
You're allowed to talk
He
about
works
companies as long as you leave a positive remark about that company.
I love and
I
appreciate
love
the Quarter
McDonald's.
Pounder.
I love Subway and the Quarter Pounder.
No, actually, the only reason I went to work there over other fast food is because I really like McDonald's. Or everything else.
Okay, I got a question. So at Subway, they're very loose about what you eat. Like as long as the manager, a manager doesn't really care, but if like the owner of the building's there, you do have to watch what you eat a little bit, just because But generally, you can eat what you want, like 3 bags of Centuries if you really want it. So is it the same way at McDonald's? Are they very loose, or is it more strict? Because I'd imagine there's more people there, and the manager's usually there.
It really, it depends on who's there. Some managers do not care.
Okay.
Some managers, you can grab a cookie off the sheet or two, and
really?
they really won't care.
Yeah, like yesterday, Jayce is going to be upset he missed on this. We accidentally made because we have a new person who goes to this school.
Is it gay?
It's Destiny.
I know. Okay, yeah. I've been working with
She
this.
accidentally. Well, no, she didn't accidentally. So basically, our coworker told her to make a thing of cookies, and he completely forgot he told her to do that. So when he made cookies, we have 8 dozen cookies now sitting in the back, just kind of hanging out.
No.
So.
Did you have to waste them?
No, we ate them. Not all of them. There's still some left. Just hanging out.
for company.
Yeah,
How long? What's their shelf life when they're
What's
cooked?
their shelf? Okay. For customers, we have to. It's like a day.
Obviously.
But for us, about a week.
Yeah, I mean, botulism really is that big of a deal for
It's
us.
really not.
I know.
To be fair, we work at Subway.
I assume it's pretty good.
It is.
Well,
Yeah.
we need to get back on subject about the
Student council.
Do we ever stay on subject?
Well,
No.
I want to talk about something.
This was a little silly.
Yeah,
we need
council.
some time for ad breaks. Okay. So another question I have about the student council.
Well, there were a bunch of questions
Brother,
that you
I was
asked.
gonna ask a question.
Oh yeah,
Just
I
took
did
the
ask
spot.
one.
You asked.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
you
the
took the
man.
spot. It's my turn.
I'm the man.
My
Okay.
turn. Okay, so what's your opinions about cat
Oh
I'm
no!
editing that out.
No, that's fine. No, this is a
I'm
great question.
editing
This is
that
a
out.
great question.
use?
Cat ears?
What's your opinion about like someone coming to school with like cat ears or something as like school policy?
Oh,
Like
I have very strong
someone-
opinions about this, but I do not judge
Um,
students for their.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
judge. I'm just
So-
gonna see if it's like something they're gonna.
this
make
has
you
not
guess.
been discussed at all.
Hasn't been discussed at all.
No.
Okay, so
Uh,
that's not
really?
a problem.
No, I don't think so. I think as long as you can't use it as some sort of weapon, as long as it's not like spiked or anything, it would be
Okay,
fine.
now here's the rule.
It'd be fine.
What about? Should
be.
What about? Tails?
Oh,
Okay,
Well-
you told me to shut up about the cat ears.
Well,
okay, that's
never.
worse. That's so
Okay.
much worse. I don't know.
Okay.
We've never
I
discussed
mean,
that.
okay, if you think about it, if it's like
Oh,
a
wait,
hard
I do-
tail, like a hard substance,
You can
not
use a-
fluffy, you can use it as well.
I
Yeah.
do have a genuine question. As we all know, Jayce is a very big supporter of wearing rings. I do have a sorry. Good job.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Is that something they're talking about? Because I did hear a thing about how like rings, if you were to get in a fight, or accidentally like high five something, it could hurt.
Not in
I
student
heard
council.
it's like rumors about it. I'm not sure.
I've not heard that been going
Yeah,
I
around
heard
student
that
council at
either.
all.
Yeah, I think you're just delusional.
I think you're going crazy. I think. Take a nap, old man.
You're older than me. How old are you? How old are you?
17.
I'm
What
a month
month?
younger
June.
than you. Wait, no. Yeah, I'll be a month.
Are you older than me?
March 19th, 2006.
October 1st, 2006.
Wait, say again?
October 1st, 2006.
You're older than me. March. I was born in June.
I'm an old man. Yeah, you guys need to be respecting me.
Nuh-uh.
I was right. Respect your elders.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
That's what my bones
The only man I respect in this world
Do this now.
is
Go
Mr.
see
Randy,
doctor,
Mr.
please.
Marksberry, by
No,
the way. I love you
so
guys.
wait.
If you're watching this, I love you guys so much, Mr.
Dude, we
Mr.
should
Marksberry,
call
Mr.
Mr.
Randy.
Marksberry down.
Are just my favorite people.
You're
I
right.
love you guys.
We
so
should.
much.
Should we?
Right now?
Right now.
No.
Yeah.
They you probably has a class.
Oh, he does. Oh, yeah, you're right.
I can talk to him 7th period. I can interview him.
Oh my God.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
But
Stay
yeah,
tuned.
Stay
Student
tuned.
council.
I will get to that at some point. Okay.
I've not heard much about tails or ears being discussed in student council, mainly because I don't think it's a problem. I don't think very many people are doing it. Maybe if it were to become more popular, there might be some discussion around it. But right now, no. But what you asked way before. You asked, what do we do as student council?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
what is the
And-
main goal? Is it like to make East Carter High School a more like diverse and like acceptable, like,
Yeah, it's-
enjoyable place? Or?
So the main thinking around creating it was to understand what the students want, because before it was all the adults like deciding the rules, and now we have students specifically who are working towards changing the school rules, policies, the stuff around the school. It's more opinions that they actually need, right? But what is it? We put out a survey a while back about like general student wellness, stuff to improve about the school. You might remember that. And we've been using that data to think about what to change. Unfortunately, that's been put on hold because we have like events coming up, right? So we've put that data a little bit to the side. We're talking more about what we're gonna do for Spirit Week, which is coming up soon, like 3
Really?
weeks or something. Yeah,
3 weeks?
something like that.
I could have sworn Spirit Week was like a little bit after Christmas, wasn't
No.
it? I'm crazy.
It's right before homecoming.
Oh yeah. Okay. I am just crazy.
Yeah.
Listen. I don't pay attention to school events. I'm just kind of here because I'm an old man. I got dementia.
I understand.
Yeah.
I forget what it is, so it's okay.
But we are going. I don't know how much I should say, so I'm going to be pretty
as vague as
very
possible.
broad. But we are going to be like very dramatically changing what Spirit Week is. It's still gonna have like the dress up stuff. That's still gonna be there, but there's gonna be more stuff. So it's gonna have Decade Day, and Raider Color Day. Those are like the two ones that are always the same. Though Decade Day is gonna be changed a little bit.
Wait, are we getting different decades?
I don't think it's the same.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I can say that.
Subscribe to the Patreon to learn
To learn
all of
more.
Connor's secrets.
Though when we're working on this, before Spirit Week happens, we're gonna have this stuff concrete. So you're gonna know before, like for a good amount of time before.
So I won't get flamed for dressing up as an 1800s cowboy for Decades Day.
Now,
An 1800s cowboy.
Wait, not 18. Okay, I messed that up.
1800s cowboy.
Haven't you played Red Dead Redemption 2?
You're a Red Dead Redemption. You should know.
Doesn't like the dates literally show up every time you press the pause button?
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't it a game about cowboys?
Cowboy. No, I don't.
I'm sorry. I messed it up.
Oh.
Sorry.
But I mean, you might get some eyes if you would dress up as a cowboy.
Okay, I do.
But it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do have a bit of a question. I don't know if you're allowed to say this. Are wigs still allowed? Making sure.
Wigs?
Because as someone who's balding, because I'm so old, I like to.
Just checking.
I like to. Yeah.
And as a
Hairline.
fellow strong
Whoa.
man,
Yeah. As someone who's very balding intensive. Unlike these two who have luscious locks of hair. Also, I've already gotten questions on why I drew Jayce with really short hair in the logo. It's
hard.
because we have a drawing pad here in the library, and I tried to draw his hair, layered it, and I just couldn't.
Just cut it.
So I just gave him a buzz cut.
Do you think you should actually just get a buzz cut because of this?
Yes.
I would actually, I genuinely do think you look good with long hair, but I think you look good with short hair too. Not like swooshy wavy hair.
Look, I got my forwards with 2 English here for a buzz cut.
Subscribe to the Patreon to give Jayce a buzz cut.
Okay.
We will have
20 subscriber special. Jayce.
Yeah!
No!
Yeah!
No!
No, we will put it on a poster. Okay.
No,
100
please.
subscribers.
No.
100 subscribers.
100.
Okay, me and Jayce will get a buzz cut.
No.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I don't want to get a
I
buzz
will
cut.
do. Oh, he's the guest. He's
Okay,
no,
how about you get a buzz cut? Would you get a buzz cut?
I would, but you have to too. We're the hosts.
I don't want to get a buzz cut.
Why not?
My long
It
hair's
grows
not
back.
bad. It took me years to get that.
Okay, if we dye your hair pink,
I dye black.
we'll dye. Okay, I'll get a buzz cut and we'll dye his hair black.
Okay.
For 200 subscribers.
250.
No.
Oh my! What makes you think we're gonna get 250?
Yeah.
You could be
There's
surprised.
what 700 students in the
Yeah.
population.
And who's gonna care about us?
Right.
Now, unless we do a big massive campaign. Austin buzz cut, Jayce black hair, Mr. Marksberry approved.
You know, I think we need to
Back
start
on the
putting
baldness
posters.
week things.
We do. I think we need to put posters with the channel and stuff. I still don't think anyone would care. But it'd be a cool thing to do.
I've been talking around people in the school, and they seem to know that it exists. So it's gotten some recognition already.
I think I've been very quiet about it because I don't really care. Jayce has been telling everyone.
I've been telling
Yeah,
a bunch
I
of
like to
people.
spread the word because,
And,
you know, this is the thing.
Also, more subscribers means more likes and motivation to do stuff. I think it would be cool if we had, motivation, money. We could put some
Yeah.
foam. We could genuinely just have like a really, because this is gonna be, I think even after we graduate, someone
Yeah,
could
someone might
still
be
do
good.
this.
Someone could take
This-
up
this
the
could
spot.
We're going to have to
Yeah.
give them the email password.
We
That-
would.
Yeah.
We would have to do that.
But I think one of the things you always see in podcasts are like the multiple camera angles, where you have like the host,
Well,
and then you have it swapped to like the guest.
we are literally right now recording on a Tonar desktop. One of them. No, we have an entire box right over there.
But they don't work.
But none of them. They're
Yeah.
for like speakers in a gym.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this one I bought for my YouTube channel that I've yet to even use and try on, and it somehow has 200 subscribers.
I have a microphone.
Oh, you should.
I have
give
a
it-
HyperX.
You should give it to
Quadcast.
me right now.
Give
Bring
it
in
to
tomorrow.
you.
Yeah, give it to the school actually.
No, I don't
Yeah.
know about that. I could bring it maybe.
Hey, if we get money from, having enough views, maybe I would.
Ooh, that's-
School funding? No,
School
that
funding.
never happened.
Yeah, school funding could work.
We'd never get money from this. I don't think we would.
We could.
Okay,
They're already
okay,
so
more,
short.
more like Nicky James funding.
Maybe. But yeah, the school's already so short on funding that it would.
Do student councils do you get an insight on that at all, or no? Is it like
Not-
a big negative?
I mean, no, we don't get specific stats, but I know I have a general understanding that the school budget is really not that great. So, student council is gonna have to do fundraising if it
Okay.
wants to do a lot of projects.
Okay.
Like
And,
furniture is really
yeah.
expensive.
I do have a question though. What fundraising is generally more successful? When I think of here, I think of like food because everyone wants to buy sweets and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So is that generally the most successful?
That's a good question because we were talking about ways of getting money. One of the classics is like penny wars, quarter wars, but those
Yeah.
are super hard. to
And
get after.
don't you have to spend money to like for like I guess in a back case of like a pizza party or something. I guess.
Yeah, and pizza parties really are not that
Yeah.
bad.
And I do think high schoolers, especially like each club, does tend to be very competitive with each other. So like quarter wars, I feel like it's like, oh yeah, I'll beat my friends, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we, in context with talking about fundraising, it was about like the youth service center where they've like lost funding and they are not able to actually keep up with all the students who like have signed up for the meals.
We're gonna propose resume in about 5 minutes.
Okay. But they've not been able to like maintain the amount of students who like are getting food like out of school who've like signed for the food program, and so they were talking about ways that we could possibly do that through possibly collecting food, raising money through penny wars. Austin.
It's good. It's still recording. I was just making sure it wasn't dead. No, we're still good.
Still good.
Or did you try recording with your phone almost dead?
Oh.
Yeah. No,
Yeah?
we're still good. We're still good.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're still alive.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Uh huh.
So in student council, could you like try to change like maybe like not with how the schools kind of run sometimes, because some kids get burnt out between classes. They're extremely tired of the classes like after a while. I think we need some form of like, I don't know, like once a week or something, or like once a month, you know, just give these students a break. You know? Not like a break, like just like one class or something, just give them a break for a class period.
Yeah, so
Just let them rest or study or something to do.
So this has been something that's talked about in student council, not specifically this, but talking about how what our power is, because something like that would we'd have to go to the school board to talk. No, talk to the school board about these issues, which is a lot. It takes a lot more time. We've cut goals between like short term, or we can do it soon, or it's some project that we're doing can be done soon. But that's like a year problem. Like that's something we'd have to be working on for a while. Something that drastic, like a whole class period. I don't think
not like
so.
a whole class period, but like something to give students some form of rest, or like not to be burnt out of their classes so quickly.
Well,
Yeah, I think that's
keep them interested into their classes and
That-
be their best performance.
I've had this idea for a while. I think after sophomore year, I think we should have college class schedules. Now, I know some seniors do, but I feel like there are circumstances for that, like ACT scores. I feel like the casual student doesn't have access to like having a college schedule. And what I mean by that is like Monday, Tuesday you have a class. Maybe you get Wednesday off. Thursday, Friday you have different classes. You know, something along those lines. And that will probably never happen here. But I do think that is a very interesting idea, because in college, time management's a big deal. And what I mean by that isn't like a tight schedule. The schedule's so loose. I feel like students are so used to having a schedule. We'll be like, oh, I got plenty of time. I don't have classes that day. And then they end up playing games or doing whatever, and then it catches up to them. And I think that is a huge problem.
Yeah, definitely. I think the cutting out a class period thing is so.
I mean,
I think it's out of our scope.
Yeah, I know that.
It's
but, like,
unfortunate.
it was just the idea.
It's a great idea. I
Yeah,
genuinely
something
would agree.
like that.
It's a very,
I don't
very
mean like
good
specifically
idea.
that. I mean like something to give students some form of
Yeah, some rest. Actually,
like not if they allow them to burn out in their classes, because I experienced that a lot. Like
yeah, that's again on the student survey. That's one of the things we saw a lot was we were asking burnout, what was causing burnout. Burnout was super common. Most people said that they experience burnout, which is generally caused by the classwork, right?
Yeah.
So
I will admit, classwork has kind of felt like the same classwork for the last 3 years. It's been structured the same, kind of like not like when it got switched up was when it was toddler longer. Because he kind of switched it up. You remember, like, when he did his math work, it was different from usually when we did it in, like, Mr. Geyer's or something.
I actually
Well,
I agree.
And that's why I like
Something I do like about this year, about Miss Walker and somewhat Miss Potter, she kind of does this, is I've always liked the idea of having one assignment per week. And what I mean by that is like a big essay or a big poster that would take a week. And Jayce is going to go. You staying, Carl?
See y'all.
See you, Jayce.
Bye.
See you, bye-bye.
It's over.
Okay.
But the idea of having one big mega assignment per week, and I know certain classes that won't work like English. Well, English you could work like an essay, but you need some context because you need to do some studying.
Yeah.
But one big assignment that would take a week, or for some students a couple days, would be. Do you think that'd be a better overall? Like, do you think it would make kids more intelligent, or not more intelligent, but just more efficient than one assignment per day on Google Classroom or a piece of paper, like,
Honestly,
worksheet?
That's a really, really good question, because I think I think it depends more on the student, right?
Yeah.
Some students are work really good in like where they're consistently doing work and that keeps them like on track, where others like taking a really long time to really create something that they really like a writing. Like
Yeah.
some people are super dedicated, where they spend a week writing this one really good piece, and then that gets graded.
Yeah.
Whereas if they were to do like an assignment a day, they won't be as
They're-
happy about it.
They're
They won't be
more.
as
I
passionate.
feel like for me personally, and this is a bias
So
thing.
they can get more burnout.
For me personally, one assignment per day, I'm not as motivated to do it because I'm like, oh, it's just another assignment. Next day, I got another one.
Mm-hmm.
And if I like in Miss Walker's, these posters we're working on, yeah, we do kind of goof around, you know, there's some silly pictures on it. Like we have one of Saturn, and Jonah's head is Saturn. We like Photoshop rings around him.
Yeah.
We do have like do some silly stuff like that, but we also actually try. You know, I did the research, and I really enjoy space. I love it's really interesting for me. So, you know, it wasn't a problem for me. I can see how it could be a problem for other students. But I just think it's more engaging. I'm more motivated to actually to try and do the work, and I just think overall it would be better.
Right. Yeah. I know. I think. Yeah. In a lot of cases, it would be way better.
Yeah.
I think it also is really dependent on the type of work, because some teachers are really good at teaching something and then giving an assignment while helping their students, like alongside a lecture, basically.
Yeah.
And I think that's, if you have like one of those a day, I think that's a lot better
Yeah.
than you get a paper and you
Yeah.
just have to fill out the paper. Good one. He's being silly.
Being a bit silly.
We're getting goobed. Goobed. I think I meant to say.
Good.
They say goobed. Yeah. Goobed. Yeah, I think because Miss Walker is in my opinion, a great teacher, a really good
She
teacher.
is, and again, she is no nonsense. Like if your work's like stuff. Well, depends. For me, I went to Florida last week, and a hurricane decided to come through Florida.
Oh.
And literally my internet went out,
Yeah.
so I did no schoolwork, and I came back, and
Understandable.
every single teacher has been very accepting of that.
Mm-hmm. So
I
that's
mean,
good.
so yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like,
Yeah. Miss Walker is, I think it's a little different in her college classes, but I think I've heard in her regular classes, she's very forgiving. And honestly, in the college algebra last year, she was way more forgiving than she probably should have been, letting a lot of people off. Now she's a little more strict, which I think is completely fair. Turning in stuff late. But I turned in an assignment in late in her class. It was some statistics assignment, and I only got like 3 points marked up, and the rest of it was good.
I feel like teachers understand now that we're older, we have more responsibilities both at home and at school, like driving, jobs. You know, I feel like we just have more stuff to do. So I feel like they're a little bit more forgiving. I don't think they should be completely forgiving. Like if
Right,
we're like a
right,
month late, like last year, I will admit I slacked off a lot. Mr. Tyler Walker's class, and he let me turn in work like months later.
Yeah, that's pretty excessive.
Which I appreciate, but looking back, I learned no lessons from that.
Right. Yeah. It's a tight balance between you need forgiveness and then you need enough to, because you're most of the students coming from high school are going to some sort of secondary education, so they need to be prepared for it. As I was saying about Miss Walker. Oh yeah, how she teaches. I think because especially last year with college algebra, her lectures, I really liked how she was talking about them and then asking questions or giving questions while doing it. It's a little harder to do it in statistics because it's like, honestly, it's a mix of like science and math class.
Yeah.
So I don't think she can really do that as much.
Yeah, I know.
But
Something else I'm very interested in is I don't know how student council does this stuff. I'm not going to talk about it on here, but I'm going to mention the subject: politics in social studies.
ooh,
I think like a debate of I feel like along the lines of a mega assignment, like Mr. Marksberry. I was in his class, looking over the class. I was doing online class, so I was just hanging out. in
Yeah.
there. And he said have a small discussion on socialism versus communism. And while I do see why we don't allow that in the schools, because it does get pretty heated.
It does get,
It gets crazy. But I think, especially at our age, it is very important to have these conversations and know the difference between, like, I didn't know what the difference between a Republican and a Democrat was until I was like, freshman year.
Wow.
I didn't know.
Yeah, that's.
And even when I asked my teachers, they said, "Oh, just ask your parents." And of course, your parents have a biased opinion, and I had to do some research. But it is, I don't like talking about it because, like I said, I don't want to be in an argument. I think it's unnecessary. But debates are nice.
Debates are great.
Like the idea for this podcast originally was a debate of sorts. Like how other podcasts, especially one of my favorites, they do this thing where one person has one side, the other has the other, and there's someone in the middle that picks which one they like more.
Yeah.
I love that idea. But I feel like in a school environment, it could lead to some unsafe conversations.
You're right. Though I don't think political discussions in general, I don't think are disallowed in school. I think it depends on the topic, though.
Yeah, also most of them are they're not progressive. I feel like conversations and debates, because I plan to go into law school, so I have done, like in a summer program, I've done some law, and I've done debates, like a silly one, but one we had to do actual research on was I was the defendant for the great, the big bad wolf that
great.
Killed the three little pig, and that sounds so hard to win, right? Like, how could you win that?
Right.
But then I bent the truth a bit. I said, it's the animal kingdom. He can do that by law. It's nature, because they're
By
different.
law.
They're different species.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
murder
Is different in the animal kingdom.
Murder is, in law, it's described as a person killing a person.
Yeah.
Those aren't people.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
Even in social statuses with monkeys, it's frowned upon for a monkey to kill another monkey.
Yeah.
But if a monkey killed a cat, other monkeys don't care. Usually, probably. I don't know.
Probably, yeah.
Anyways, but the point I'm trying to make is I feel like in that debate I had, I learned, I admitted, oh, that's an intriguing thought. Even though I'm biased towards one side, I'm willing to hear out the other side and take in information. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like debates should be progressive, and in this school, I feel like they usually aren't, but they can be.
What do you mean they need to be progressive? As
I
in,
mean
values, progressive?
I don't mean overall changing the world. I just mean I feel like both sides should learn something and both sides should agree to disagree instead of arguing. I've noticed in debates people like to invalidate the other side's thing,
Well, I mean that's kind of part of the debate. Right?
It is. But I just mean learn something.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like you can learn something from both sides all the time.
For sure. I
I do think, I feel like we're allowed to talk about this as students, but I feel like teachers aren't allowed to mention that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. Social studies. I feel like a debate assignment would be nice, but I feel like teachers are working on that. And I don't think teachers have to give their opinion, but I feel like teachers should be able to list pros and cons of whatever it is they're talking about, whether it be government or political stance.
I think again, it depends on the subject, but I think generally you can. I did have a debate. It wasn't in social studies though. It was our final for English comp, our college English comp, and mine was should college athletes get paid as much as they do, basically, or the general topic was should they get paid
At all?
Yeah, that was the question. But then since I was debating that they shouldn't, we took more of a turn of they shouldn't be getting paid as much. Yeah, because it's a lot harder to. And that was a real thing. We did so much research for it, and it was a real debate. Yeah, one side introduction, other side introduction had opening opening argument, rebuttal, other opening argument. It was really formatted. It was really good. But an informal debate where you just have one student
Arguing.
arguing. Yeah,
Arguing is
not
the word
great.
I'm looking for.
It's not great.
Yeah, I feel like I said, I think debate should be progressive.
Discussion is incredible.
Yes.
It's one of the things we have as humans.
And I will say, I've noticed, because I like to ask students questions and stuff, I feel like East Carter High School is generally good. The students are generally good to have conversations with. I feel like for the most part, we can have decent conversations that can be debates, and we learn something from it. I feel like I've learned stuff from Connor. We've had debates before. I've learned.
I'm just trying to think
we've
of
had
examples. Yeah, but
yeah. I think I just think it would be really interesting to have something like that in school, like a debate club.
I thought we did.
Do we?
I thought we did.
Let me know in the comments below.
I thought we had some sort of debate.
Because I have no idea.
I thought we did.
Oh.
It might have been a temporary thing
Maybe.
or something.
Because I have no idea. Because I thought like every school has a debate club. Like when I think of like school clubs, I go with like a debate club.
Yeah,
and
that's one of the biggest.
I can't. I've never seen like an advertisement for it or announcements.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. But have you seen an advertisement for like fishing team? We have a fishing team.
We have a fishing team. We have a fishing team.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We have a badminton team, I think.
How are we supposed to know about this stuff? I feel like announcements, like when I hear announcements, it's like academic team, game club.
Yeah, but I mean they're just so important. Gaming club is
is
the big one.
Hashtag Mr. Marksberry for a
Hashtag-
lot. We should literally just name this episode "Simping for Mr. Marksberry."
He's so based.
We have mentioned him so many. He is based.
He's
a based individual.
He is.
Editor, whoever edits this, probably both of us. Put the definition of based
Right here.
and then green screen it to follow.
That's so much work.
Yeah, but it's two.
Right.
There's two of us. Oh.
I've done that before in videos. It's
Hey,
so
do it
annoying.
again. One more time. Do it again.
I've had to like do like
when I cough, make the letters like fly.
that's so much work. I've had to do
Teamwork.
the editing where you move it. This is so much. It's
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah. That's why YouTubers who edit their own videos don't say to do stuff like that. But here we are. Teamwork. Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna have to figure out. We're gonna have to ask Mr. James to get us good at editing software. Because
I have Filmora.
Because I use CapCut.
I have Filmora.
Do you have like a laptop?
Oh
wait, no. Do you have an account for Filmora? Like, could you set it up on like she could download like the Filmora on like the actual Windows 10, and we could.
You're not.
Myself out.
I don't know. I don't know if I could or not. You know.
Connor.
I will not answer.
Don't tell me you're pulling a Johnny Depp on me. Don't tell me you're pirating of the Caribbean right now.
Well, I won't say or not for my.
Sorry. Okay, speaking of which, it's completely off topic. Give me your best. What's his name? The guy, the octopus, Dutchman. Give me your best. The Dutchman, the guy.
Flying Dutchman is SpongeBob?
Yeah. No, of Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't
octopus.
remember what his.
You don't know?
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh.
Yeah, with the octopus.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack
Yeah.
Sparrow.
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 That's so stupid. We're so stupid together.
On God. You know what? This podcast is so much better without Jayce. Screw him.
Get him.
Yeah,
replace him with
We
me.
do! Yeah, we just mark and put an X over all the logos and stuff.
That's a great idea.
You know
I
what?
have to jewelry as well.
And long hair.
And I'm literally him. but
And
better.
you're slightly taller, which is better.
That's way better. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. You're just a titan though, so whatever.
Yeah, big guy.
Okay,
Speaking of which, this was this was cut out during the homecoming video. We were talking about one of the most entertaining things there was for homecoming. I said, seeing Alan Cooper just stand there in the middle of the crowd, towering over everyone, just kind of looking around. I'm keeping it in this time because that is something we need to appreciate. We need make this trending on East Carter's high school Twitter page. Do we have one? I don't know, maybe.
I think so.
Hashtag appreciate Alan Cooper.
I think there's like a Carter County schools.
Oh, there was something.
I don't know.
Ah. Who cares what the board sees it? Hashtag appreciate Alan Cooper. We need some Alan Cooper appreciation.
That's true.
Tall guys matter.
No.
No.
Tall guys are a minority. That is true.
In America, especially. We need better tables.
Wait, I mean, isn't taller
If
more common in America?
No, 5'7" is the average height.
That's right.
That's great.
Imagine that. Sorry to
Yeah,
all
imagine
those
being 5'7".
5'7"
Jayce
and
Samuel
below.
Helton.
Imagine.
No, listen. If you're under 5'7" or 5'7", don't feel bad. It's
I love you.
specifically Jayce that we
He's
make fun of.
He's a shorty.
Yeah, because he's just short.
We make fun of him because because he's short.
But we love him. He's the heart of the show.
I know I am. I'm
Connor.
now. I'm the heart of this show now.
Well, I feel like we've been recording for a while, and I think any other follow-up question? Anything else?
Is there anything about student council
That
didn't
anyone
get
else
talked
needs to know?
about?
We talked about roles. We talked about what you guys do.
Mm-hmm.
How you help students. Titles. We talked a bit about financial stuff.
Yeah.
And then we even talked about my opinion, some Jayce's opinion on what would make a class
There you
better.
go. We're gonna be working with the carpentry
Really?
students.
Now
to
Jayce would be
create-
happy to hear that.
Yeah, we're
Pretty
gonna-
sure he's going to carpentry.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be working with the carpentry students to make furniture for some upcoming area in the school. I will
Wow.
that. Yeah.
Podcast room!
No, not the
Podcast
not the
couch!
It's an area that's frequented
Already?
a lot.
Oh, really?
Well, it's as in not.
It's going to be.
It's. Well, you have. It's You have to go through it.
You have to?
You have. For a lot of people, you have to. I'll leave it as that.
Leave your theories in the comments below.
Your theories. Of what we
Leave
could
your
possibly do.
theories. Oh, wow. So, do you think this is going to be popular among students?
Uh,
Like the library, you know how everyone wants to come to the library. Everyone wants to come.
I hope so. I hope it'll be.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how many people you could fit.
And